Shalom. I had a dream last night about a dream that happened years back. I know the scripture says, don't. He said he should give his old man, I guess, dreams and young men visions. It goes along that line, but I'm not coming from the standpoint of I said this and that's what happened. I'm just telling you a dream. And that's all I ever have done to people, tell them a dream. I never told them this is going to happen, that's going to happen, other than I just had a dream. Martin Luther King had a dream, but I'm just saying, I had dreams. And many of those dreams come true. Also, I had this gentleman at the time who, I've had dreams, and one gentleman told me, try, test the spirits to see if it be so. So sometime I've dreamed it been flesh, but a lot of times I've dreamed it had been truth because it came to pass. So that being said, like I said, I had a dream last night about a dream I had a long time ago. But then, like I said before, then I had a dream when I was younger. And one of my childhood friends can attest to it because I told him about it. It was kind of funny. I was like real young when I told him this, and that's about that dream. And in that dream, it was a period of time that was going to come to pass in my dream that these evil entities would be after me. But in the dream, it was almost like a comic book because I could say, deep, 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 non-existence, and just disappear right before they get me. And then when it was safe, I can come back when I wanted to. But then, in the dream I had last night about a dream that I had years back, I was attending this church in Los Angeles at the time that I'd been going for a while. But then in my dream, it was so real to when I arrived to the location where that church was at in Los Angeles, that the building, everything on site was gone. It was no longer there. And it was so real till I jumped up out the bed like in a cold sweat and looked out the window like I couldn't believe it, because I was like, what happened? Did I get left behind or what happened? Because it was that real in my dream. But then after that, chaos broke out. But I could never longer see myself in the dream, but I could see everything in the dream. It was just so evil on everywhere. Chaos was everywhere in my dream. But then last night when I redreamed the dream, and this is a thought that came to me before, was it was not necessarily meaning that the building was gone from that location, but my insight and truth about that church had disappeared. It was no longer what I thought it was. It don't exist the way I thought it was. So the reality of that situation disappeared because the true reality showed up. So that place is no longer. Like I said, I'm not judging anything. I'm just saying what the dream is, and then the interpretation of the dream is that place is not the place I thought it was. It's not. It's non-existent. So now, and I was speaking to someone too. I was saying maybe it may come a time when I'm no longer attending that place, and that happened too. So I'm just telling you. So that was just the interpretation of it, and now I'm at a place where I'm seeking the Most High Yah, and give Him all the glory and the praise, And I know without a shadow of doubt He is with me and He leads me by His Spirit. So I just want to share that, and shalom.